It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for the Walking Dead spinoff Raise the Dead with Daryl Dixon. Today we're going to be discussing the second season of the Daryl Dixon spinoff. Now you may be asking, why are we talking about the second season when the first season hasn't even come out? But the discussion is more general and we're not going to specifically talk about like the plot or anything like that, but we are going to talk about whether the second season will be set in France like season 1. As some of you may know, season 1 obviously was filmed in France and it finished filming a couple weeks ago, and a stunt double from the show actually confirmed that the second season has also begun filming in France. However, while this may be exciting news for fans of the show, I don't think that we can expect the show to remain in France for long for the second season. And in this video, I'll explain why I think that. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So the first reason why I think that the show won't stay in France for the entirety of season 2 is due to the budget constraints that the show's production team will likely face. AMC, the network behind the show, is known for not investing as much money into The Walking Dead until it becomes absolutely necessary. While the fresh and unique setting of the show in France may make it simpler for them to make a reasonably engaging season 1 with either the same budget or even slightly less than the original show, it's doubtful that they can sustain that for another season. If we get 2 seasons in France, or I should say 2 full seasons in France, the audience will quickly expect the show to go bigger and better, which may be difficult to accomplish with the same budget. If they don't do that, then the Daryl Dixon show will face the same challenges that the original show faced, which was getting criticized all the time about the budget that it spends and about how the show is not fresh anymore and how they're not giving us any fresh environments and atmospheres and stuff like that. As a result, I think the production team will need to consider increasing the show's budget to keep up with fan expectations for the Daryl show, which I don't think they can realistically do with the network being AMC. I mean, I could be wrong, but everything we've seen from AMC in the past few years is that they're not gonna provide the right budget to the shows until they see that it's absolutely necessary. And when they see that they're losing audiences and the ratings go down, at that point they might throw some money at the show to increase the popularity. The second reason why I doubt that the show will stay in France for the entirety of season 2 is that doing so will make it almost impossible to create a plot for a reunion, because of course one is in Europe and one is in North America, so you can't really realistically have crossovers all that often, like we saw in Fear the Walking Dead. One of the reasons why fans loved the original show was due to the interactions between Daryl and other fan favorite characters. However, if the show remains in France for too long, it will be difficult to bring in some of the fan favorite characters to have interactions with Daryl to make the show more interesting. And the characters I have in mind are obviously Rick, Carol, and some of the others that we love to see with Daryl Dixon. And if you just have Daryl Dixon, it makes it very difficult to create an engaging plot with him. And I mean just with him. Like, if it's him and others, you can do it. But if it's just him, it's kind of hard. And it's hard to make fans really connected to new characters that we don't even know. And I think without these elements, I doubt that the show will be able to maintain its fan base. So while it's exciting to hear that season 2 is being filmed in France, it's unlikely that the setting will remain there for long. The budget constraints and the difficulty of sustaining an engaging plot with just one character makes it highly unlikely that we'll see 2 seasons in France. We'll have to wait and see what the show's production team and writers decide to do, but for now, we can be excited for what's to come in the upcoming first season. Everything we've got from the show promises a very cool and exciting plot, atmosphere, and interactions with Daryl and some of the people in France. So let's hope that at least season 1 will be a pretty awesome season. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through in this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.